All right, let's start with something no one tells you when you're getting divorced. Dating after divorce or even during divorce isn't just personal anymore, it's public, and sometimes it's exhibit ready. Now, you're allowed to move on, you're allowed to want connection, affection, and someone who doesn't know your litigation history. What you're not allowed to do, at least if you care about your case, is pretend that dating exists in a legal vacuum. Because it doesn't. Not in Massachusetts. Not when custody, credibility, or court optics are still in play. Now here's the part people often underestimate. Judges don't care who you're dating until your dating choices start answering questions the court didn't ask. Questions like, are the kids stable? Is this parent exercising good judgment? Is there impulse control? Are boundaries being respected? Dating doesn't usually blow up a case in one dramatic moment. It erodes quietly, screenshot by screenshot, post by post, text by text. Now let's talk about custody first. If you're introducing a revolving door of new partners into your child's lives, or your dating life is creating instability, confusion, or emotional stress for the kids, that matters. Not because the court is moralizing, but because stability is currency in family court. The parent who looks calm, consistent, and child-focused almost always has the upper hand. The parent whose dating life spills into parenting time, not so much. Now, let's talk about credibility, because this one sneaks up on people. When you're in litigation, everything about you tells a story. And when that story says reactive, impulsive, or boundary-free, it undercuts your position, even if your legal argument is solid. Judges are human, and opposing counsel is strategic. The court notices patterns, and dating choices that seem harmless in isolation can start to look like judgment issues when they're all stacked together. And then there's court optics, which is the polite legal way of saying how this all looks from the outside. Now, posting new relationships too early, oversharing about your breakup, public venting, subtle jabs disguised as jokes, or my personal favorite, the 11:47 p.m. text that feels cathartic in the moment and then devastating later when it's printed, highlighted, and read aloud in court. So let's pause right here and talk about things that don't belong in writing when you're dating and still legally entangled. Things like emotional rants about your ex, speculation about custody outcomes, play-by-play updates about your new relationship, anything you wouldn't want your child, your ex, or a judge to read aloud, because that's the standard. If it can be screenshotted, if it can be submitted, if it's in writing, it is permanent, and no amount of "that's not what I meant" is going to fix it. Now, this doesn't mean you have to hide your life or live like a monk. That's not what I'm saying. What this means is that you date with awareness when you are in a divorce or family court conflict. You keep your private life private. You protect your credibility like it's an asset, because it is. And you remember that this phase is temporary. The record you create now lasts much longer than the new relationship that you're testing out. Here's the grounding truth I want you to leave with. Dating after divorce is absolutely allowed. Wanting connection is human, but doing it without legal awareness is like driving without headlights and hoping everybody else sees you. You don't need to fear, you need clarity. And once you have that, dating doesn't feel restrictive, it feels intentional. I'm Wright, and if you're dating after divorce or even during it, the goal isn't to stop living your life. It's to make sure the life you're building doesn't quietly cost you the one that you're still protecting.